So if you think about your mix, if you think about once we get clear on our margin and our GP, I think then you're left with, how do I either grow my business on more leads through, or keeping my existing customers coming back? All right, they're kind of the two levers you've got to yank on. Everyone good with that one? Right, so I'm going to put both of those under the banner of marketing. Okay, so now I'd like you to transition into a new sheet of paper, new sheet, etc., and head that thing up as marketing. Okay? And I want to ask the question around how people market their business. And there's two key ways here to do that. There's very much a hunting mentality on marketing. What's the first one, everyone? Hunting. And then the opposite of that is what? Farming. Okay, so let me give you the definition on these two just so you're clear. Remember how before I had you both, everyone here doing this with their arms is, we go and get the work, do the work, get the work, do the work. Remember that one, yes? So normally that type of scenario is coming out of more of a hunting analogy. Is we wake up, we look at either the bank, the profit and loss, the work coming through, and we say, oh gosh, we don't have enough work, therefore I need to go and get some more. Okay, so then we rush off and we grab the spanners and we grab the hacksaw and we start marketing, and we go at it for a while. Okay, and we say, look, we've got to get some leads in, right? And then that's kind of more of a hunting. Does that make sense? Okay, please write that down. The farming, this is how the farming feels on a marketing mix. It's where it's more of an ongoing seeding of your marketplace. Okay, so I always love what I heard about, I'm not sure if it's true, but this is what I heard, that if you're a pineapple farmer and you plant a pineapple seed, it takes about 2 years, I was told. Is that right, Mick? Yeah? Something like that. So so if you think you're in the pineapple game, you've got to plant those seeds a long way out before you can get your harvest. Okay, so if you think about this whole farming analogy, it's making sure that this marketing mix is happening consistently. What was the word, everyone? Consistently. So it's not this, hey, turn around, oh geez, we've got to go and do something. There's a plan, okay, that's then being executed over a period of time. I'm going to get you to write down now for me, if when you look back on yourself, have you been more in the hunting game or more in the farming game? When you look at your marketing mix, write that down. Historically, write it down. Everyone has to be either. Okay, you might have evolved to. It's funny, there's debate on this. All right, give me this one. Raise your hand if raise your hand if you're a farmer. The thing's been planned, it keeps on going, it's a machine, it just spits out. Okay? Steve, this is not a really confident farming feel to it, I can assure you. Okay, so I'm going to put you probably more on the ladder. Who's on the hunting side? Raise your hand. Okay, so I'm going to suggest to you moving from that mix to going to more of an ongoing farm is going to support you better. So in terms of it depends on your business too. The only kind of disclaimer I'd like on that, one is more active, one's more consistent, ongoing, okay, in terms of that hunting and farming. Okay, when I see people doing only hunting, this whole get the work, do the work analogy will normally persist for a fairly long time until people. Now, it's not to say, I was just going to give the example here before, if you're in the business of selling nuclear power plants where they're, I don't know, $50 million to go and sell one, and it takes you 5 years to do, you might be always more in a hunting type of game if you're in that business. Okay, most of us are not in that, hey, I go and sell it once and then get paid over, 20 years or whatever. Okay, most of us are not that. Okay, so in terms of when we look at our marketing mix over this next 12 months, let's have a look at what are my improvements that I got to do on that.